The Batman is a comic book character that has enjoyed a fair share of DC animated projects in the past few decades. We had the OG Batman, the animated series, BTAS, which kickstarted the DCAU, one of the best interconnected animated universes of all time. Then we had the Batman 2004 animated series, which I'm representing right now. And after that, we had my childhood Batman show, which is Batman the Brave and the Bold, which took on more Silver Age aesthetic. Then after that, we had Beware the Batman, which took a different approach and not many people remember it. Now, I have not seen it, so I can't form an opinion on that one, but we may check that show out in the future. Then we have the last Batman animated project that has came out in recent years. We still have Batman the Caped Crusader that needs to come out soon, but the last one that DC released and really pushed was in 2015. And this DC animated project that had Batman in the forefront was first a show that had some episodes, superhero team-ups, very similar to Brave and the Bold, just not Silver Age aesthetic, more just geared toward a younger audience. And then they stopped the show and decided to make a trilogy. Now, this Batman project I'm talking about is Batman Unlimited. Yup, Batman Unlimited, the DC project that decided to put merchandise over story. We had 3 animated movies, and I checked out the first one, alright? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't checked out the second and third. We may check that out in the future if you guys want me to, but for today, we're talking about Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts, the first animated movie. It's an hour and 15 minutes, and I enjoyed it mostly. It's a decent movie. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's a fun movie. It's geared toward a younger audience, like I said before, and it's kind of by the numbers in terms of story structure. Like, it's a very simple plot. We got Batman, Nightwing, Red Robin, Green Arrow, and the Flash teaming up to take down the Penguin and his Animalitia. Yeah, we got Old Man Penguin in this movie, and we got the Animalitia, which is made up of Cheetah, Killer Croc, who has a metal plate in his jaw, which I gotta say, Killer Croc looks awesome. Reminded me of one of my favorite YouTubers, RDC World. Shout out RDC and John, you know, the guy in the hood who could beat up a pit bull with his bare hands, and he has a metal plate in his jaw. Yeah, we got Killer Croc, Man-Bats, who looks like a basic version of his BTAS iteration. And yeah, I said Cheetah already, but we also got Silverback. So yeah, Penguin, the Animalitia, they're trying to take control of the Midas Heart, which is an asteroid that is coming toward Gotham City, and Penguin tries to actually, in a way, catapult it into Gotham City and destroy Gotham City. Now, Midas, what does Midas mean? Midas is the ability to make anything successful, make anything out of money, and yeah, it fits with Penguin's character. But besides him going after the Midas Heart and really trying to push this asteroid into Gotham, the whole movie is just Batman and his team against Penguin and his team multiple times, which is fine for the first 30 minutes. Like, it's great action, good choreography, I was having a lot of fun, but then after that, it just got repetitive. It was just them fighting constantly in different locations. We went from the bank in Gotham City to the zoo in Gotham City to a big building as the asteroid is approaching at the end in the final act. And yeah, that's basically it. Now, the final act, it did raise the stakes a little bit, but it still kind of dragged for me. Like, I was invested in the beginning of the movie because of the aesthetic and the designs. Like, guys, the designs are incredible. But to really finish off on the negative criticism I have for this movie, just, okay, if you want a compelling Batman movie, this ain't for you. But if you just want a fun movie that you can kind of just turn your brain off and just enjoy it, like, guys, they only give the motivations for the villains in this movie. Like, Penguin kind of has a motivation, but the other villains are just working with him just because. So yeah, they don't go in depth. The writing is not great, but it doesn't really matter when the whole point of this movie is to just go toward a younger audience and produce merchandise. Now, the best thing about producing merchandise is, well, the merchandise gotta look good, right? Which, that's something this movie really nails. The character designs in this movie are great. The opening scene in this movie got me hyped because seeing Batman in a black and red costume, Batman Beyond style, was so cool. Speaking of Batman Beyond, just the Gotham aesthetic in this movie reminds me of Neo Gotham. And then we got Nightwing, who is in his new 52 uniform, you know, the red and black as well, which I I really like that uniform in the New 52. I know a lot of people like the blue and black for Nightwing, which I really like as well, but the red and black, I don't know, I want to see it more. And then we got Tim Drake, Red Robin in this movie. Yeah, Red Robin. Who would have known? We get Red Robin in an animated project. I feel like we should see Red Robin more often, not just in animated projects, but in the comics as well. Like, Tim Drake is just Robin right now, which I ain't gonna lie, Tim Drake, he was awesome as Robin in the 90s, but after that, it was better for him to become Red Robin. In the late 2000s and early 2010s, when we had Batman vanish in Final Crisis, and then we had the Battle for the Cowl, and Tim Drake become Red Robin, go up against Ra's al Ghul. That was so awesome. But then they brought Tim Drake back to Robin in the DC Rebirth, which that was good at first, but then his character just plummeted, especially in the past 5 years. So it was cool to see Tim Drake, Red Robin in this movie, just him in action. And then for the villains, Penguin, he looked cool. Like, his design, just see him be like old man Penguin, and he actually got like a Bruce Wayne Batman Beyond moment. And what I mean by that is, you guys know in Batman Beyond, in the pilot episode of Rebirth Part 1, when Terry shows up to Wayne Manor and he's being chased by the Jokers, and Bruce actually saves Terry. Bruce beats up all the Jokers who surround him. He beats them up with a cane. Well, in this movie, we see Penguin beat up a bunch of criminals the same way that Bruce did. Now, obviously, Bruce is more skilled, but it's great to see Penguin, an old man Penguin, in action. So yeah, he was cool. Killer Croc, Mel Clayton's jaw, awesome design. Now, he's not as good as Ron Perlman Killer Croc from the Batman, but he's still great. And then Cheetah, she was good, great design. Silverback looked cool, especially the reveal that he was a robot. And then Man-Bats, yeah, he looks like a basic version of the Beataz iteration, but I still like it. And yeah, just the whole aesthetic and designs in this movie, the animation, and the pace overall was good. But I can see the movie for what it is. It's meant to produce merchandise, not to create a compelling story. But yeah, some of your thoughts on that down below. What do you think about Batman Unlimited overall? Do you want me to check out the second and third one and make a video about those and talk more in depth about the whole merchandise problem at DC Comics and the comic book genre in general? And yeah, guys, overall, Flash, we had Barry Allen in this movie. He was great. And my favorite in the movie, Green Arrow. Yeah, you have failed this city. Having him in this movie was so cool. Just seeing Green Arrow and Batman team up is always awesome. But yeah, stay tuned for my next video where we talk about Green Arrow in the Batman 2004 animated series. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day and peace out.